What will the Dallas Cowboys do in the NFL draft to rebuild after back-to-back losing seasons? The Cowboys have 2 first-round picks in the upcoming draft. The clock is ticking louder than ever in Arlington. As we head into the 2026 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys are staring down a sobering reality. It has been over 30 years since this franchise even touched an NFC Championship game. That is the third longest drought in the league, trailing only the Browns, 1989, and Dolphins, 1992, and the absolute longest in the NFC. While the star still carries global weight, the on-field product has stagnated, suffering through back-to-back seasons without a playoff appearance and managing just 3 postseason wins since 2010. With Dak Prescott still in his prime and head coach Brian Schottenheimer entering a pivotal second year, the pressure on owner Jerry Jones is reaching a boiling point. The roster has the name-brand talent, but without a massive infusion of defensive stability, this historic drought is in danger of extending into a 4th decade. The defense-first blueprint, fixing the secondary with picks 12 and 20. Dallas's biggest hurdle over the last 2 seasons hasn't been scoring points, it's been stopping them. The Cowboys' defense has been statistically the worst in the league during this 2-year playoff absence. Last season alone, they surrendered 30 or more points in half of their games, a recipe for disaster regardless of who was under center. While mid-season acquisitions like Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson provided a much-needed pulse to the front 7, the secondary remains a massive liability. Thanks to the blockbuster trade that sent Micah Parsons to the Packers, Dallas holds 2 first-round selections, number 12 and number 20. Every sign points to a defensive haul. Here are the blue-chip prospects who could redefine Christian Parker's new-look unit. Caleb Downs, S., Ohio State. Even with veterans Jalen Thompson and P.J. Locke on the roster, Downs is the kind of erasing safety Dallas has lacked for years. He's a natural fit for the back end of a defense that needs a high IQ playmaker to prevent the deep ball hemorrhaging seen last year. Mansour Delane, CB, LSU. With Deron Bland's injury history and Kobe Durant only on a 1-year flyer, Delane is arguably the safest pick at 12. He's a physical corner who can step into a starting role on day 1. Jermod McCoy, CB, Tennessee. If Delane is off the board, McCoy is the high-upside gamble. Despite coming off an ACL tear, his medical exams will be the talk of the combine. If he's healthy, he is widely considered the second-best corner in the class. Keldrick Falk, Edge, Auburn. If the Cowboys look for more pass-rush versatility at number 20, Falk is the name to watch. His draft stock is volatile, but his explosive power makes him a dangerous weapon for a creative defensive coordinator like Parker. Offensive stability and the Jerry Jones trade factor. While the defensive needs are glaring, we can't ignore the offensive foundation already in place. The core of Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Jake Ferguson, and Javonte Williams was excellent in 2025. Despite the defensive collapses, this unit managed to drag the team to 7 wins. The offense is essentially a plug-and-play powerhouse, though the offensive line could certainly use a youth movement in the 2nd or 3rd rounds to ensure Dak stays upright. The X factor is always Jerry Jones. With 2 first-round picks in his pocket, the possibility of a draft day trade-up, perhaps for a generational talent or to jump back into the top 10, is always on the table. However, if the Cowboys want to win the NFC East in 2026, they have to resist the urge for splash offensive moves and focus on the trenches and the secondary. The path to the Super Bowl isn't through more highlight reel catches, it's through a defense that doesn't fold by the 3rd quarter.